unless it's an up smash from Sephiroth, we're not going to see like Sephiroth get those rogue forward smashes or a down smash. They're always in the air. They're always jumping around. You're not really going to see that too much. Can Wizzy get one of those stray forward airs like he got in the first set? Maybe get a Sonic stock off under 100. You get one Sonic stock off under 100, that might be a game changer.
Yeah. We'll definitely see how it plays out. But as we get into this, I mean, the problem here is that 6WX and Sonix have to win 6 games if they want to walk away as your doubles champions at this tournament. And you know what? For their first time teaming together, I assume this is their first time. Just at least a second place, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly 6WX coming out of retirement for this one, more or less.
Yeah.
So, really going to be, can Ned disrupt these Sonics enough, right? Keep them busy. And I really believe that we see a Sonic stock go under 100. That's going to be the game-changing, the win condition really for the red team, and then play the lead from there. For the blue team, I think it's just pick on Mario. They know that they can't really edge guard Ned all that well, so you don't need to bother that as hard. You can just stick to Mario, and if he gets off stage, pick on him.
Right, and I don't think it's going to be up to Ned as much trying to close out these stocks under 100. That's going to be up to Wizzy for a more consistent, the up airs into the forward airs, getting those spikes on the side of the stage. But even then, not guaranteed sub 100 because they can still recover from that.
Yeah, even a rogue cape might do the trick. Whoa, what? Wizzy?
All right, Wizzy.
There was nobody there but you, buddy.
That was revenge for earlier when they were up top. Earlier before we hopped on, and Ned actually killed him off the top with the Aqua Slash. So
yeah,
a little bit of revenge.
You picked a bad time to have revenge when you're in Winter Sata Grand Finals, unfortunately, Wizzy.
I mean, you got a little bit of time to play with, right?
Okay, there's a stock off 6WX. Wizzy in the catbird seat here. 133%, not going to fall victim to any combos of air. Look, here they come, right? They're predators. And Ned tried to get that up B to save Mario. Unfortunately, it's not enough there. And Wizzy didn't even make a shot at the ledge because he saw the 2 Sonics there. He was just like,
I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you were just watching the last set in general, right? If I'm off to the side just trying to see how these guys are playing, and I'm watching the way that they're edge guarding Yoshi, right? Like I've got that in the back of my mind, and that was probably happening for Wizzy here too. We kind of talked about it earlier. It's a bit of a linear recovery plan with Mario. It's not bad by any means, but it's somewhat predictable.
Oh, we're gonna go through the back throw. Could he get? Oh, he's gonna go for the up air instead of the up smash. I thought Ned might consider going for an up smash there. If maybe they could get this stock off 6WX very soon, that would put them in a good position. Up smash incoming. Oh, it's going to be up tilt. Perfectly timed by Ned.
That was actually nice, a nice little DI mix-up too, because I'm not exactly sure how the up smash sends exactly, because I think it would swipe forward or backwards, so it would send him out. So him holding in actually got him with the stock.
Yeah, you can definitely see the difference in how Sephiroth can manage Sonic when he's trying to approach. Sephiroth has such good range with the Masamune.
Oh, yeah. Oh, double parry.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought Ned might consider going for a down air there. Not going to get it, though. And you can see just Sonix went after the Mario, even though Ned was off stage. They didn't double team him like they did Mario.
I mean, the fact that he's at 123 and they have a stock advantage, it's not a bad idea to attempt to go for that, but you got to be really on point with it, though. Because like we've seen, these guys are very good at mixing up their recoveries as well.
I was kind of waiting for Ned to just kind of go rogue Octa Slash to the right side of the stage while they were both jumping there. Like, we have Wizzy time to jump over it. Wizzy gets up on stage safely, and it's almost an odd stock situation here. We're approaching that percent for Sonix. There it is. There's a stock off, so it's 2-4 for the blue team. And despite getting that early lead with Dark Wizzy accidentally spiking Ned, the red team has made good of it.
Yeah, no, they're definitely doing a really solid spot right now. Ooh, tried to go for that forward smash. Oh, man, parry's all over the place right now.
Jazzo, are you watching?
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I like that. Waited on the throw until the orb would have actually gone off.
Jazzo probably doesn't think they're parrying enough. Like these
not.
noobs, they don't know how to parry. Here we go, back air. Keeping Sonix busy off stage.
And 6WX finding a way through Ned to actually kind of give a little bit of support there. This is such a scary spot to be in. Yep. The back throw. Oh, great DI up. Not getting caught up in the up smash.
Yeah, I really like that forward throw from Wizzy. It was perfectly timed and disrupted the hit. Oh, there's a stock off Ned. He's going to share stock off Wizzy. I like the decision. He's really been a deciding factor here. The up air almost gets the job done. And a back air, that's going to be, you can't live that one.
Yeah, it was doable for a bit. It's just a matter of getting down on the stage. But, I mean, Ned and Wizzy are really good putting down that pressure anywhere on the stage at any point in time.
Yeah, I like that situation just for the blue team, because, or for red team, sorry, because having Ned there was just, with the fresh stock, was probably a lot better of a situation than having Mario with a fresh stock versus Sonic matchup-wise. He's really been disrupting their normal approach, their spin approach in, their homing attack in. That doesn't work for Sephiroth because his sword is like 10 feet long.
Right.
So he might be a cheat code.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing is like a lot of those moves are a bit slower too, right? So it does give Sonic some time to be able to actually get in there. Like he's got all that burst speed. But again, I think with the way that Ned and Wizzy have been playing together, they cover each other's weaknesses very well, right? Because Sonic has Mario has a lot of, you know, lasting hitboxes. It's a pretty just good buttons in general to actually kind of help support Sephiroth in a lot of these weird spots. But they also, again, they have a lot of synergy together. They've been teaming up for quite a bit now, and it's been working out for them. So
yeah, as long as I can remember, anytime that Ned's at a tournament, he teams with Dark Wizzy. That's pretty much a foregone conclusion. So they definitely have a great team synergy, and they were able to show it off there. Really just smart awareness of the situations. Wouldn't have even been surprised, and it may have happened because Ned would kind of died suspiciously of just esting on purpose and taking the stock fresh.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes that is a great tactic to employ. We've seen all kinds of crazy tactics today. We saw Matador earlier hide the share stock and then share stock at the last second so he could forward tilt the ledge.
Yep.
So sometimes I remember calling a set where Zomba did that. So there's a lot of strategies you have to think of in doubles. It's not just how you play the game, how you play the game with your partner. There's still other things.
And that's the biggest aspect of it too. And that's the thing is like these guys, they play that. I think the best so far. I mean, obviously these are the last two teams. It's how you play with your partner. We've seen the absolutely crazy edge guarding synergy between Sonix and 6WX, and then you see these crazy kill setups that Wizzy and Ned have been pulling out and actually just cleaning up stocks back and forth. So, I mean, this culmination here, and we're going to see how this plays out. I believe this is game 2, 1-0 in Ned and Sonix's favor, and we are going to Kalos.
Kalos League, we're just 2 games away from seeing glitch doubles champions, but not, if anything to say about it, the Sonix have. Ultimate Sonic 6WX, they are working the system as best they can with double Sonic here. And Kalos League, kind of an interesting choice. I guess it kind of limits the way Sephiroth has to recover and the way Mario has to recover. So I can see this working in the Sonic's favor pretty easily.
It also gives every character on here actually a wall jump too to kind of work into their recovery game plan.
But does Sephiroth have a wall jump?
Well, he doesn't have a wall jump, but he does have the stab. That's what I meant to say. My bad.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But Mario's got a wall jump. I mean, obviously Sonic has a wall jump here, but it also gives them those additional resources to be off stage.
I would say one thing they do have to worry about because picking this level with the straight walls is that Sephiroth's down air is a little easier to time. You can definitely two-frame with that if you time it right. Good dash attack by Ned.
Good DI, too, from 6WX to be able to stay alive here. And chasing him all the way up and actually does get him off the top. Beautifully played.
Yeah, and that was 95% on Ned when he dropped the stock there. So that's a big deal because that's very little time dealing with the one-winged angel. I think that is going to be another big factor. Not so much the armor on the smashes, but giving Sephiroth more mobility and an extra jump.
You said it was 95%?
Yeah. Ned
that's on Kalos, too.
Yeah, that was really early. They got him with the up air off the top, so you can see they're already thinking about it.
Yeah.
If we can beat Sephiroth to the punch on Octo Slash, we can send him to the grave at well under 100%. There's the wall clink you mentioned, Skiff.
Yep. And also, again, like you mentioned too, it kind of changes up some of the recovery plans for these characters as well. But also, like that entire middle area is basically just a Sonic playground. You know, he's got all the tools and space to be able to move around, and then creating all this pressure on these platforms on the side. That's exactly what they like. There's another one gone.
Ned has the wing, and it's causing problems, Skiff. Here it is, the back air nearly getting the stock off. Oh, but Dark Wizzy almost takes Ned out instead. Gonna wall tech here, gonna use the B reverse and jump and get back on stage. Beautiful play by Ned. Can he get the setup for the kill here? He's gonna get hit by the spring and lose all of his jumps.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. You hate to see it, especially when you have wing out.
Yeah, and he felt like he had all the momentum too. Oh, and the spring's going to hit him out of the Octaslash, which is that's actually huge.
Yeah.
Because now if he gets low enough, they could just keep doing that forever because the Sephiroth has no other way to recover, right?
And double the springs.
Yes. Here we come. Boing, 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 boing.
Right now. Okay, Wizzy cleaning one up, and they now have a pretty solid lead here. Because, I mean, you put a little bit more damage on the 6WX. That's his final stock out of the way, and that's a 3-to-1 scenario.
Yeah, I felt like Blue Team was running the pace really well in this match. You know, they got Ned stocks off early. They didn't really deal with One-Winged Angel, but Dark Wizzy just living so long on that first stock.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of erased all their hard work.
Oh, that parry, though. He was definitely ready for it. But also not even just living that long, but just making up for the fact that Ned died at 95 earlier.
I just want to call it how brilliant, absolutely brilliant that was by Dark Wizzy to stay in shield after the jab. He knew for sure that Sonix was going to come down and try to back air him out of that shield. And by using his shield, he extended his hurt box and killed 6WX with Sonix's back air.
Right.
If we had the replay booth, that would be something we'd want to go back and look at because that was immaculate.
Well, right now, man, Sonix is doing whatever he wants and taking minimal damage for it. 29% though. Ooh, he's going to be able to make it back though, but a great play by Wizzy. Almost actually got him on that.
Almost. Almost that only counts in horseshoes.
Oh,
Skip.
no.
And almost is a big problem. Because now you've got a 44% Sonix against Dark Wizzy's Mario. This is not the position they wanted to be in at all. And he will take his time. We've seen him do it time and time again.
Yeah.
He will stay here as long as he needs to work that deficit. 48 is not a lot of percent for Sonic to make up. 66 is a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I mean...
But all it takes is one spin dash.
I mean, you got 1.2, but there we go. The up smash went on some damage. And you're kind of mentioning it, right? He could take his time here. Doesn't have to push anything further than he really needs to. He's got 2.5 minutes, right? He'll play that time. He's got no problem with it.
Yeah, he's got to play the matchup exactly right. He's got to feel out how Dark Wizzy's going to approach the matchup, because I'm not sure what their history is, the two of them.
I don't think they've ever played against each other 1v1. I could be wrong, though.
So they've got to feel out how the matchup's going to go, and knowing that what a bad situation that Sonix is in right now. 1-0 down and losing this one. If they can't clutch this one out, that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah,
because that puts Red Team with just one game away from clutching it out, and they have a counterpick disadvantage if they lose this one. So Sonic's not going to fall for that one. The banana in the tailpipe there.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Jeez, definitely letting him know.
Wall jump, and he messed up the wall jump air dodge. That's an unfortunate recovery gaff by Sonix, and Dark Wizzy and Ned go up 2-0, Skiff.
That was nerve-wracking for sure, though. My goodness, that was definitely just like scary in general. The fact that you were up 3 stocks to 1 and Sonix was making that type of play, like that's super terrifying. But Wizzy definitely showing why they are among the best of the best. Right?
Yeah, he stayed really calm there.
Stayed calm. And that's the thing, is knowing that he had like a nice 40 to 50%, like basically the whole way through, he didn't push anything further, right? He's like, listen, you'll do your thing, right? I'll keep some pressure on you, but kind of walking back and forth, but I'm not going to advance more than I need to. I'm not going to fall into your trap.
He's watched enough juice boxes to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I know what you're made of. I know how you play this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can do that. We can tango. I'll sit here and just up air you and fireball you until I get something I like.
And it definitely worked out for him, too. He disrupted a lot of the spin dashes because of the fireballs. And actually, we saw him jump up and down quite a few times. So
yeah, because he only had 20% thereabout. Sonix really hadn't been closing the gap. It had been widening.
And it's crazy, too, because we know Wizzy to be a fairly aggressive player, too. But just kind of, the fact that he was able to recognize, all right, I don't have to play that way. I'm just going to take my time. I mean, again, it sounds so simple, but for a lot of players in this game, they don't know how to dial things back when they really need to. So I give props to Wizzy for playing that correctly. But here we go, the Iceman cometh ×2.
Yeah, a seasoned professional in Dark Wizzy, though, as you mentioned, somebody who's been around for a long time. He's been playing this game at a high level. Was a top 10 player at one point. No, you don't make it to the top 10 of all players. Oh, wait, what was that?
Yeah, we got Incineroar coming up here for 6WX, baby.
Stiff is popping off right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Give a little fist punch in the air. And we've got Halabashton too, so what are we going to see from this Incineroar, Skiff?
Well, for the first part, Incineroar is an absolutely ridiculous doubles character, right? Now, he's got his weaknesses for singles, right? The character sucks, but the amount of damage and the kill power that he brings to a game like this is actually huge. And the fact that Sonix can actually provide a lot of support should he be getting juggled is actually also a very big point here.
Right now, it looks like 6 has been the one being juggled thus far, but I'll change my mind if somebody loses their stock early. There's one. Couldn't get the Sephiroth stock off there, but in a good spot. Bullying Incineroar has made it so that Sonix is getting nothing. Sonix is 29%.
And that's the thing is, like, Incineroar, he's going to get bullied, right? He's got the big body, the heavy tax, as some people call it. But when he gets his openings, it's big damage. And you know what? You lost the stock, but you took one in the process there.
Yeah, absolutely worth it, especially Sonix being only 56% in a great position and to keep stock tanking and play defense. And if you get those Incineroar stocks off at 50, 60, 70, you're going to be cooking, Skiff.
Ooh, what a tech there, though! My goodness, get in the water. Oh, God, that was just really clean.
Skiff is only watching the Incineroar right now.
Hell yeah!
He's like, I don't want to see anybody on this screen.
I don't care about what anybody else is doing. I've seen this all before. I haven't watched 6WX's Incineroar too much.
We've seen Sonic Adventure 1. That game is weird.
That game is weird. The way they talk and the way their mouths move.
Yeah. we're all about Pokemon Sun and Moon here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another one. Yeah.
I love the sound effect on
big
that
damage, and also with the dash attack coming through. All right, and this is where things get really troublesome for Incineroar. He does find a way back, but that's just coming down to Sonix throwing out that spring.
Yeah, I had to get Ned off of him, basically, so he could use his jump up B to get back.
Oh, that was actually huge, too. Getting the jump out of that and actually calling out the Scintilla and then another spin dash to rack up some damage.
Warning, Sonix is still at 3 stocks.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Bad spot for Ned. And he's going to get a nice 29 on Dark Wizzy before. And again, that's Sonix. It's just, yep, I'm over here. I'll just stay over here. And you can't catch me.
Yeah, this is definitely a much different game now, too. I mean, it's not bad. Everything can still, find a way to turn around here for Ned and Dark Wizzy. They are playing 2 better characters than Incineroar, so.
I agree with that. But it's been those early KOs that have really mattered for the blue team. And XWX, all he's got to do is make those plays 2 or 3 times, really. You get a huge lead. 176. Finally getting Sonic down.
Oh, he was going for that forward smash, and then Sonix came through to provide the extra support. Oh, and there it goes, man. Tough spot to be in, but 3 stocks to 2. Ooh, boy, the up smash, that move's so underrated, let me tell you.
Now Wizzy down to his last stock, but Ned at 124. I think the difference maker is, can you get that Ned stock off before they can put 6WX in a bad spot and maybe take a stock early?
Yep. This is definitely going to be a rough spot to be in, though.
Be careful, Sonix. You can't let him get juggled too long. I know you're trying to pick up where Sephiroth is going to be, but that Mario is dangerous. They've already got 78% on him.
There we go, the Octo Slash. Great angle on that as well. Ooh, that's tough, man. And now Wizzy. We've seen Wizzy win these before, but can Wizzy do it once more?
Do something crazy. Up B, up B.
All right, Nair out of shield, though. Not a bad play.
I know up B's not optimal, but it's still entertaining. Ooh, wait.
A great recovery, actually going for the early option here. And he's got to find a way to close out this Incineroar. Not going to be able to get it there. Oh! That's not going to be enough. I think his jump's gone.
Oh.
Ooh,
wow,
great tech, though. They saved him.
Yep. What? Oh, wait a minute. Well, actually, that was a good decision by 6WX.
Yeah.
With the Alolan Whip, but there's the down air. All right, we're on the board here.
There we go.
For the blue team, the switch off of double Sonic actually working out. How about that, Skip? Your Incineroar coming through.
Hey, man, Incineroar is a bad character. Buff him in the next game, Sakurai. That's all I'm going to say. Give him more speed.
He's still a very fun character.
Oh, he's one of my favorite characters to play in this game, man. It's just like, the reason why I enjoy playing him so much is just like, the reason why I like watching him too is the character's got so much personality built into him. And that's just, I really like, the taunts after everything, that's sick. But either way, I digress. This definitely worked out a bit more because, like, while you did have the 2 Sonics running around, right, doing your thing, it definitely seemed like they were a bit more ready for that. But having Incineroar, you change up so much pressure in some of these crucial options, right? He's going to take a lot of damage, right? But like when you got Sonic being able to bail him out of some of these really tough scenarios, and then Incineroar's kill power just comes into play, it just absolutely changes the entire momentum of the set so far. But as we get into game 4 here, 6WX Sonics picking up their first win, staying alive here, but barely.
Yeah, and they really did. You think about it a little bit. They really did have problem just getting the kills off, right?
Yeah.
So Incineroar fixes that problem. The problem he presents then is, can he live long enough for it to matter? So far, so good.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely a heavier character. His recovery's a bit, linear, kind of like Mario's. But when you do have someone who's as aware as Sonix is, being able to kind of help you in some of these recovery spots is definitely a huge game changer. Ooh, that's big.
There's a revenge online for 6WX. That's a scary situation for Sephiroth particularly here. Oh, went for some cheese. This up B is not going to make it back, and it's going to be countered, and that is going to be it. And that's not the spot you wanted to be in. Sonix really needed to get over there and kind of disrupt what was going on, but he was too busy with Dark Wizzy, not by any fault of his own. Just Dark Wizzy was keeping him at bay, and that was all it took for Ned to take care of that Incineroar.
And then we also have Incineroar with the reverse Mario back throw. His forward throw is basically the same thing. Swings him around, tosses him out.
Yep. Oh, man.
That's huge.
Oh, wow. Good tech by Ned. Ned has really been on point with techs today.
Losing his first stock there, though, and the dash tech cleaning up Wizzy's as well. Yep, they are looking good, but got the grab. And Revenge is going to disappear immediately.
Yes, it will. Revenge does clear with a grab, so but it can be stacked up to 3 times before. And if you get 3 revenge stacks, you're pretty much dead by anything. That's pretty much a wrap for you. And really, this is another odd stock situation. It's going to come down to this, right? Could they get those stocks off, or were the blue team going to steal one early? So far, the red team has been able to avoid the X factor of Incineroar, and they are looking like they are very close to closing this out and getting that last game they need to win the whole tournament.
Yeah, it's definitely getting close here. A little scary. All right. Wow, beautiful up smash. Wasn't able to close it out. I mean, good DI, but still, that was just great awareness being on that platform.
I mean, any damage at this point for the leaders is a good trade. They'll take that every time. Oh, nice up air, and now the blue team is reeling. There's Incineroar down. They're not going to share stock yet. They get the stock off of Ned, and now Sonic's going to up B, air dodge, back to the level.
And I do like how he waited for when to take that share stock, too. He waited till Ned lost the stock, and Wizzy just sitting at the ledge, so they tried to catch him off guard with that.
An intentional lowland whip drop there by 6WX. I love the attempt, but Wizzy not getting cheese so easily. There's the up smash, not enough to get the job done.
I mean, 93%. Oh, wait, that's big. Okay, not going to take the stock. Oh, this is a tough spot here, though. You got Sonix. I mean, he almost made it happen before, but, man, now you're at 131.
Oh, easy with that Giga Flare. That's a deadly move.
I mean, if he gets it going and then Wizzy just grabs him.
I think he's just waiting for him to kill Dark Wizzy and then win the game right there.
Yep.
Ooh, that.
Tough spot. Yep, there it is, man. Cleaning up Grams 3-1. It was a nice, valiant effort with the Incineroar, but they made some good adaptations. I mean, once you kind of remember that Incineroar is on the field, you remember how strong he is and how to approach him properly, it's pretty easy to take advantage of that. And Wizzy and Ned, I think, did a very good job. But honestly, you got to hand it to Sonix and 6WX. I believe that was their first time teaming. Get to Grands. I mean, you lost to, honestly, probably the best team here.
Yeah, I mean, no question. The most seasoned team at the very least. They have the most practice together. So excellent effort on their behalf. Dark Wizzy and Ned are your Glitch region doubles champions here, but that is not where today's action ends. Oh no, we have plenty more action coming up for you. Of course, we always have the grind on Glitch weekend, so kind of one thing that makes this event unique, you can come to the local and take on the national competition after the fact. But before we go to the local, we have something very, very special for you. Skip, you want to talk about it one more time?
Yeah, one more time, man. So you've been paying attention to Twitter, right? Some people like to say other characters are carried.
What if you weren't paying
weren't
attention to Twitter?
Basically what happened is we had a little bit of a situation here where ZD was calling out an Icy's player named ASN saying they were carried. They ended up losing to him. And, you know, salt happens. The salt must flow, right?
Yes, the salt does flow from all of us.
Absolutely.
I've rage quit from Elite Smash plenty of times.
But what it's coming down to is that we now have a first to 10 with at least, as far as I'm concerned, $400 on the line. But a first to 10 between ZD and ASN.
Got to win 10 times.
Potential of 19 games.
Potential to have 19 games.
Oh,
That's
man.
a lot of games.
That is a lot of games.
We're going to get Fox versus Ice Climbers? Or maybe
Yes,
Wolf?
I mean, we might see the Wolf maybe. I'd say go Pit. I mean, Pit just splits them up with an air. That's easy.
I feel like it.
But either way.
Why didn't he do that in the first place?
I don't know. But it is a grudge match, and we are going to be getting into this. I believe we're going to be having Gresh, and is it Let It Rain
Logic?
or Logic?
I'm not sure.
I think Logic was having some traffic issues, though.
Well, either way.
Oh, yeah. No, he's here. Okay, so it is going to be Logic versus Gresh, which honestly, that is going to be some of the perfect comms for this.
Yeah,
so you're
you
not
guys
going
are
to
in
miss
for
that.
a treat. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and we've got a grudge match followed by the grind. It's going to be a great night of action. Of course, tomorrow's singles action for Glitch, and then we'll have our top 32 finals on Sunday. So stay tuned all weekend to all 3 VGBootCamp streams, which 2 of them will go live tonight, all 3 live tomorrow, 2 live on Sunday. Get that squad strike open, and we'll see you all later on.